Awesome. Welcome back. We should jam sometime here with the Wrong Brothers. Phil, Morgan, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
This is going to be a weird episode, I think. They brought lots of weird toys, some harmony balls.
Who knows?
That's cool. We'll get into that. Yeah, you guys putting out any music soon? Or I saw you had like a little promo video out there a couple weeks ago or last week. It's coming.
So we this coming April we're gonna be releasing the first of 3 EPs we're gonna be doing this year.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we're gonna have hard copies. We're gonna have everything up. We just got the T-shirt designs done.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, we're looking at that. It's awesome. It's gonna have 4 main songs, intro and outro on it, and
nice.
It's a project we've been working on for a while, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah.
So
is it like totally new from all those singles you guys put out?
Yeah, it's all brand new
Everything's
stuff.
new stuff.
Crazy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
completely new material. Yeah, we're planning to release the singles as a collection as well.
Right.
Probably gonna just sell them as hard copies at our shows, just for real cheap.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're really excited to get into the new stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Have you like got most of it like recorded yet, or are you just kind of like going away?
We're quite a bit in there at this
Yeah,
point.
We're deep in. Yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
Where are you doing it? Just
we're doing it everywhere. We're gonna be doing some vocals and some guitar overdubs just like at my house. Hopefully we're gonna get into Turtle Shell.
oh, cool.
Because I would really like to do some stuff, but we are gonna have some musicians coming from out of town to play on the stuff soon.
Right.
Gonna be bringing in some keyboards and just having them,
Sweet.
rip and
Getting weird.
yeah,
And
that's
choirs
really
and
exciting.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have to do some gang vocals. It'd be really cool to do that at Turtle Shell. Turtle Shell Studios, little promo, is
Breslau.
yeah, Breslau, Ontario. Please, Morgan, tell us about it.
Oh, it's the best spot. I don't know. It's got the just this massive like wood room.
Oh, okay.
Just like the drums sound so good.
Yeah.
Always. So we did it like the first couple singles there. Just getting like drum beds and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
it's awesome. Yeah, it's just like a barn, like out in
Right.
the country. It's
Oh,
just
that's cool.
awesome.
I was
Just
gonna say, I have
converted
no idea
studio.
where that
It
is.
fucking
though.
rules, man. Yeah, no, it's sick. It just like everything's huge.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
gorgeous.
Cool. And then are you kind of like, are you planning on having them all done and then start releasing them? Or are you like doing one EP and then releasing that and working on the next one?
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna be, obviously the work is gonna kind of cross over.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have to be working on the next EP when we're still in promotion for this one.
Right.
But we're hoping we can get at least a little bit of a promotional cycle going for everyone.
For
and
sure.
Just really,
Yeah.
Obviously with that video we just dropped.
Yeah.
That's part of it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we love the little videos. That's what I
Yeah,
love.
it's
we're into the weird
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And,
Yeah, you guys got good promotional videos and stuff. You really, I
Good
feel like
to
you
hear.
tapped into your vibe like right away. Cause
Yeah,
well, like
thanks,
you guys,
man.
obviously, like I'm a year behind you guys, so I remember last year coming into that and I was like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
So just like all the videos you put out and stuff, it's like they're like 30 seconds or a minute, and they're just like fucking weird, but captivating for sure.
Thanks, man.
I
Yeah.
think the goal is always just fucking weird. Huh?
Fuck.
Yeah.
We when we met each other, we both like agreed that we were just gonna do something kind of weird.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome.
Yeah.
And I think this coming EP is gonna be some of the
It's
kind of craziest,
that,
most
for sure.
Yeah.
most ambitious kind of territory we've ever explored.
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be really good.
That's cool. You said 4 songs plus intro, outro.
Plus
for
the intro and
yeah.
outro. It's all it's gonna intermingle.
Yeah,
It's got
coming.
it's got a vibe. But,
Right.
Yeah. No. It's gonna be. I'm really excited for it. I think it's. We're going with more instrumentation, obviously, than just
Right.
the two of us.
Yeah.
But we're really excited to start incorporating that into our shows.
Yeah.
And start do a little more like performing.
Right.
Which is gonna
Yeah.
be really cool.
Making it like an actual like show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Really
Yeah.
excited for that.
Have you guys like toured around a lot or like out of London?
We've been pretty London dedicated for
Yeah.
Oh my
for a
God.
little bit.
We
yeah.
played Toronto. We played, but. It's
Looking
We
mostly-
had that hilarious St. Mary's gig.
Yeah, we played in St.
St.
Mary's one
Mary's.
time.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
was-
that was a weird one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've spent a lot of our time in London. We've spent a lot of our time releasing music, and I feel like
Yeah.
dedicating time to shows has taken a backseat sometimes.
Right.
But I don't know. I
Mhm.
think that's
It's been a-
really where
been a
we're just
while,
starting to
but-
pick it up.
Yeah. You definitely got the content now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like the biggest thing with it's so hard to get shows without content, right? So
Yeah, for
at
real.
least you have all that. What was the idea behind like doing all the singles last year because they just for anybody that doesn't know, every month they release a single and a B-side, and that's obviously a very ambitious project. So it was kind of like the goal with that.
Just to keep busy, I guess.
Keep
like,
busy. That's
stay
what I was
on
gonna
it.
say,
Yeah, just
something to keep us just like working on stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we knew that we didn't have any music out, and we're both really heavy into the recording.
Right.
I know we both love being in the studio, and we both were dedicated to spending some long hours at the studio.
Right.
And so we decided to just kind of make it a fun project.
Yeah.
And maybe that the best of our efforts would be dedicated to one single and a B-side every month. It was cool. It was tough.
I was gonna say, did it get overwhelming?
Yeah.
Definitely.
There were a few like mixing. I remember I mixed part of like the December B-side like 2 days before it was due on a plane.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there was like mixing. For the last one, you were going to Africa, and you just really were like really excited to go to Africa.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of out already.
Yeah, and so the last singles, we were like, all right, let's just do them. We got
It
them.
was the first like 6 are not. It's like, okay, these are all written. These are all easy, whatever.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Kind
it's
of
kind
get through it.
of. We had
It's
a
still
few,
difficult, but like
still tough.
then you get to the last couple, and you're like, okay, we have no ideas for like the next tracks. And it's
Right.
like,
Like we hadn't already written
Right.
any
and it's
parts for
coming down
this.
to like, okay, 14 days.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
It was
sick.
good though. I think
Yeah.
those ones were the ones that tested us the most to
For
just
sure.
be creative.
Those ones ended up
'Cause,
being
like,
favorites
yeah,
too. a
dude,
lot of
those ones are
times.
sick. Well, what was March? March was.
I don't remember.
March was. Oh, you gotta know.
That's you.
No,
If you
because April was Cold Walls and Wax Button was the B-side. Yeah, and Wax Button we disagree on. He's really into it. No, I'm really not. But we both really did Cold Walls. Cold Walls was the last one we ever did. It's this kind of concept song where like there's like a first half, and then it kind of like has a weird interlude with some like wild instruments, and then there's a second half, and it's exactly the same as the first half in structure and like lyrics and stuff, but it's just like a kind of a totally different song.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the best pieces we ever did.
We ended up like we
was
don't play
sick.
it live like together. We just chop it into two
Yeah,
different.
we'll play like
Right.
the
of
first
the
half
set.
in the beginning of a set, and then the
So we
second
just,
half.
it's the
like,
same
later in
song.
the
It's
set,
just
Yeah.
a
but it's the
completely
same
different
song.
like vibe. And
But
everything.
yeah,
Just-
it's kind of
fun.
wild. And I think also the first half is like some of the heaviest material we ever, which
Right.
was sick. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Grindy.
good.
Yeah, grindy.
That's awesome. Who would one thing that I get from you, like I love you have like a big Queens vibe, I think, with your tone.
Cool.
And like what do you think, like who are some of your inspirations in terms of that? 'Cause you
Oh.
definitely have some like wicked, you got like a stoner rock vibe thing like going on with the riffs and stuff and like heavy tone.
Thanks, man.
You guys are fucking loud for two guys, which is pretty crazy. But I don't know, who are some of your influences growing up or even now?
Yeah, thanks first. But yeah, I was always into like I really liked blues music as a kid. I spent a lot of my time playing blues music. When I discovered like Wolf Mother and like the
Okay.
Black Keys and
Yeah.
stuff, I started to just think about all the ways you could just turn blues music into like this kind of like raw, just like
Right.
whatever garage rocking thing.
Yeah.
And then just kind of got turned on to like some more like punk.
Yeah.
Like, really into the punk. I was a huge fan of the Clash, and that
Okay.
kind of turned me into being like a huge fan of whatever. Like huge Rage Against the Machine fan.
Right.
Listened to a lot of Audio Slave, a lot of
Okay.
that kind of stuff. And I was like really back then just dedicated to like I gotta figure out like what is the hardest, most like
Right.
garage rock-ish motherfucking like tone I can get at. Listen to some Queens, but I didn't really get into Queens until a little bit
Right.
later.
Yeah.
And then listened to like a lot of Tame Impala and Temples.
Okay, cool.
That was like huge. Temples like super shaped like the way I think about riffs now.
Right.
Temples, like if you never heard the album Sun Structures,
No. Check that out.
super
after.
beauty. It's really
yeah.
psychedelic, but the riffs are just like, it's like the melodies and the way they interact with the riff melodies are really, really
Right.
gorgeous. It's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and And then I just got a couple octave pedals and just
Yeah.
tons of shit.
Those are pretty fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
those octaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But Josh Homme Stone is sick. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's just like that. I love that whole like stoner rock genre. Like it's dirty with the tone.
Distortion is
Yeah,
fucking
it's
sick,
like
man,
all
yeah.
fuzzed out.
Yeah,
and stuff.
fuzz, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What about you? What are some of your influences, Morgan?
Well, it's the same kind of vibe. Like
Right.
a lot of the I don't know, White Stripe stuff.
Yeah.
Huge. Black Keys, obviously. I don't know. I like drumming route. I come from just like jazz world kind of
Right.
stuff, just from like drum lesson perspective and stuff. So that's fun, and then try to incorporating that makes a big part of it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Man.
Yeah, you definitely talked about like jazz and world a lot.
Yeah.
And, brought a lot of that in. Your old band was
Old
very
band? Yeah, I used to do like the super like melodic hardcore kind of punk
Okay.
thing,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So just like thrashing around the same kind of thing. Yeah.
It's great. He's totally one of your best qualities is like your ability to just like thrash sometimes. Like, that's fucking sick, man. Like
That's like the set,
gotta
you
give
know,
it up
when
to,
we
like, the,
it's
whatever
just
the
get up
melodic
and
hardcore
thrash,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
To just be able to fucking like on stage just do all your crazy shit and like it's tight, man. I love it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Before you like got into MIA and met, you guys met each other in MIA, or like did you know each
Yeah,
other before?
like right at the beginning.
Yeah. You know the Head Start orientation.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
We
Oh,
like
really?
we
We, like,
sat
bumped
down
into
next to
each
each
other.
other.
Yeah.
And the guide, the tour guide or whatever, made a joke like, oh, like you two, like you guys should be like a 2-piece band. Like, that's like seems like your
Like,
vibe.
each
You guys
other,
should be like.
like,
And we're just like chilling.
yeah,
We're like,
sure.
okay, like what's
Yeah,
what's up?
like that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That's hilarious.
And then and then it happened.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That was
it
kind of like
wasn't
with
bad,
Nick
man.
DeSalvia. I kept running into him. Like I ran into him at open house, and then Head Start. Like we sat beside each
Yeah.
other, and just like every time we like turned the corner, we just like were sitting beside each other or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's funny how that like can work out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man, for
the
real.
first person there.
Yeah.
First
that
bar,
works.
yeah. You were just the first drummer I saw. So
Yeah.
naturally, I was like, okay,
Mm.
well.
That's hilarious. And then you
Yeah,
guys
no, that was good.
obviously just decided to jam, and then here we are now.
Yeah, I think we like officially became a band when it was like we both like were trying to jam with a few people. We both were like saying whatever, and the only person I could consistently get to like show up and like just jam with me and like,
Right.
spend a bunch of time jamming was you. And I think you pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
both tried to like branch out like really quickly and do like as
bands
much
and
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it always kind of just was like, okay, like that's a lot of time and effort and stuff, but this is gonna
Yeah.
work like
Yeah.
for sure. like,
Exactly.
Right.
yeah.
And then yeah,
It just
it was
felt like
really
the-
easy to just
It
get.
felt like the right fit, like off the bat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, did you ever, once it got going, think about adding more people to your thing, or is it just don't
Yeah.
break
I
it?
mean,
We've done like collaborations like as much as
all up
possible.
and down.
Try to get,
Yeah.
like the features on everything.
Right.
And live, we try to like replicate that with like
Right.
whoever can come out to get on stuff.
Yeah, in a certain way, I feel like we just sort of feel like a production team.
Right.
Because we do definitely,
Yeah.
like the way we approach a project
Mhm.
is like we're gonna lay down the bass, but obviously we need other talented people to come in and you know,
Yeah.
really like do
Yeah.
their thing. Like for example, I think one of our like least known but probably one of our favorite tracks was the one we did with Niguana,
Right.
which is like super cool.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like
That single, whatever.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
called The Collector, and it's really just kind of like creepy and strange.
Yeah.
And I think
The whole month was just like horror themed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just got so like grimy and like
Yeah.
super like just in recording it got super fat right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then just Nick on it was crazy.
He just came in and fucking
Damn.
he slayed it. Man.
Right.
It was ridiculous.
we like
Yeah.
accidentally ramped the tempo up so much.
like a long.
And then he got in the studio and he's like, "Oh shit, guys, like this is like
He was
really
like, "Yeah, this
fast."
is way
He's like, "This is
faster than
not
you
right."
told me it was gonna be." We had sent him like a voice note of us playing it, and like we listened back, and he was super right. He was
Yeah.
dead
Oh, we had, like-
right. And
we just like doubled the screw.
Yeah, he was literally. Like,
But he was like, "All right, well, like I'll take the challenge. Let's do it. Let's get it."
Yeah.
And he like, he just like nailed it. It was nuts.
it was nuts. Yeah.
It's awesome.
And he was telling us like no comps, like I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I'll get
Really?
it, and then he
Yeah.
got
We'll
it.
get the
yeah.
take. We did.
Oh, that's
Got it,
killer.
man. Yeah, he's unreal.
Just
His,
easy
like,
to work with.
His enunciation too, in like his ability to like land or the snare and enunciate.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Fucking
killer.
Thank you for being there for us, Nick.
And you're doing more stuff with him, Or,
Yeah, we're hoping to. Won't talk about that too much yet,
fair
but
enough.
yeah, it's in the works.
Cool.
And it's gonna be more than hopefully just a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than just a little something.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So we'll talk about that more when the time comes.
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you like around like the scene or whatever, like around London or Toronto, that you want to collaborate with? That you've been like hoping. Maybe
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of really cool bands in London right now, and a lot of bands related to us. I really want to play with Vultures Play and Ruckus. I have heard them around. They're super cool.
Fun fact: our first show we opened for them at King and 93.
That's sick. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Like, and I knew they played that show. I think we were gonna be on that show, and
maybe
that's how I heard about them. And then since then, I've just seen them around. They're sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple other like really cool, just like local London bands. Legal Kill is like doing cool
We're
stuff
just
now.
like Heart Attack Kids fans.
Heart Attack
yeah,
Kids are sick,
yeah.
obviously. Yeah, like they're like.
That Rum Runner show a few months ago was wild.
It was wild, man. Yeah, and we played a couple of times with Bodie Jar.
Those guys are fucking cool.
Andy's a sick dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking There's London's rocking.
Quite a few.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting too, like bands that we used to know, or like people that used to be in bands that we used to be friends with that have kind of split up and done other things now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to really run into a lot more of them.
Right.
And that's been really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah.
Cool. You guys got any music videos coming up or like ideas? Or you had 2 last year, right?
Yeah, we did like videos for every song. Most of them weren't, I wouldn't call like a music video necessarily. It was mostly just like graphics.
Wild.
Something to entertain your eyes while
some
you
videos.
know.
Yeah.
But they were cool. Morgan did those.
Cool.
And I don't know.
Right
You want to talk more about that?
Oh, they're just like trying to find the best way to fill visual space.
Yeah.
So, whatever. So that's
Did a really great job. Like Jealous Girl and its B-side had a really cool video.
Yeah.
Every month it was like Morgan would come to me and he'd be like, "Hey, like I was like fucking around with like layers of video and like this thing if you put it on this
tried to
thing,
divide up everything as like equally as possible. Like hey, who's like comping whatever, like who's getting this track like in the spare time, and then like I was always like half hustling. So on like the 14th I'd run over and be like, okay, so here's some like little video concept things like getting fractals this month or whatever.
Who knows? And it was great. Like all of them were so good.
Push,
Oh man, like, and I remember some of the EP covers too. Morgan did the vast majority or all of those. I think all. And a couple of them, it was just you'd come and you'd be like, yeah, check this out. Like it's like 5 layers of something, and if you like put this layer onto this layer, it makes this like broken texture. And then, like you remember the Holy Demands cover? That one's sick. Like it has that weird like cardboard effect. Yeah. And I remember you talking and telling me how you did that, and it was so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Man. It's fun trying to like replicate the music through the art
for sure. That's super convenient too. Just got somebody in your band that can fucking like graphic design.
For real.
Man.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Something else you don't have to outsource.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we try to in-house operate as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot.
A lot of stuff doesn't get done.
Yeah. It's gotta be tough with like 2 of you. Like that must be a blessing and a curse sometimes, To just have 2 of you kind of running shit.
Yeah.
You
I
can
feel
jam whenever, but then if you
it's good. Yeah, I think in the coming we're gonna definitely be looking to expand our team.
Right.
We're definitely looking to delve more into the business side of the band, and so hopefully once we can have a couple of people come on to handle some things that we can then focus more on the recording and the music production, and we can I think that'll be a really good place for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The less of like the back work we can do. Just ease up time.
Right.
Yeah. But if you're sick and you want to be a part of the Wrong Brothers team, I'm telling you,
Breaking
hit
the
'em
fourth
up.
wall here.
Telling you right now.
If you're sick,
you right now.
Only if you're sick.
Hit us up. Yeah.
I mean,
Only if you're sick. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That'll be great.
Yeah, that's I think nowadays it's really, especially being in like a rock band, you really got to find like the promotional waves of being different. That's what I thought was so cool about you guys doing the singles last year, is because it was just something new besides like here's a single and then in a couple months we're gonna do an EP. Like it was just something different. And
Yeah,
you were trying to keep people like engaged. every month. Did you notice that helped? Like, did you notice like month to month it got bigger or?
The just the constant like flow helped for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Being on people's radar is like nice, but eventually the wear down loses some traction. But,
Right.
I don't know. That's also about just like keeping a constant ramp up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's tough, but
It is tough, but it works.
Yeah, for sure.
It's I think it's worth it to like try something different and try to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, worst case, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad we did it. Other way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind
Let's
of.
make some noise.
Yeah, you want to make some?
Yeah, let's make some noise.
Fuck around.
Do you have a guitar amp in here?
I can go grab one.
Yeah,
Set aside,
yeah. Okay, that'd be sweet.
All right. Well, while we're figuring this out, you're like a little bit of a gearhead, I would say. Is that accurate? Just love your gear.
Accurate.
What's your favorite right now?
Favorite what?
I don't know. Favorite pedal.
Favorite pedal?
Pedal. Yeah.
That's really hard. I just got a couple, but fuck. Okay. Dr. Scientist Bitquest.
Okay.
Hands down. It's kind of a
there
hard
we go.
decision.
Yeah, yes.
Fuck, that's sick. Kind of a hard decision, but not really a hard decision.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Bitquest does everything. It's sick. Great fuzz, great modulation. It has a flanger in it, has a bit crusher in it,
Shit.
has delay and reverb. It's great. Handmade in Canada. Support Dr. Scientist. Another little promo.
God damn. What was what was like the piece of gear that just like turned you like loose on?
It was back in Kitchener a bunch of years ago. This was like probably like 7 or 8 years ago almost. Me and my buddy Gyro, who is in some bands around here. Gyro, great guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Another little promotion. He found this guy who, or maybe it was me that found it. Anyway, this guy in town that built pedals, and I bought off him this. It was like a copy of a Green Russian Big Muff. So like Green Russian Big Muff, for people that don't know, famous fuzz pedal. In the 90s, this company contracted out this fuzz pedal to be made in Russia, and they made these really weird versions of it, and people think they're sick.
I hope there's a show one day that's just this. You know, it's like Netflix, like Phil's Netflix special of like pedal talk with Phil.
I will tell you about it. But yeah. Anyway, they're sick, and I just bought like a copy of one off them, and it sounded fucking insane. I remember playing it for the first time through like my old like shitty broken ass Fender amp, and like just like strumming a chord and clicking the thing on, being like, oh, now I get why people like these.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, like yeah. And I never went back.
Now you're in so deep.
Yeah, for real. And I actually just bought a new Big Muff. That was the newest.
Oh,
pedal
really?
I just got. Yeah.
That's killer. I bought Carl sold me one over the summer. I'm not like a big
Which
gearhead,
one is
but
it?
I got a few.
it's the
I got the big
original.
one. Yeah. I don't
Big
have a lot
box,
going
Big
on
Muff.
over there. I have a green rhino and a fuzz face in that Big Muff.
How do you like the Green Rhino? Do you
I
use
love it. Yeah, I used it for like everything.
Do you use it mostly in like the regular setting or like the?
Yeah, I
with
just have
the
like a
extra
bitted
knobs?
like drive on it, and like there's a like 100K boost.
Do you use
Yeah,
the
100 hertz boost. Yeah, I used it a bit. Yeah.
Because I know like there's that switch on it that flips it on and off.
Yeah. And there's like an EQ curve and shit on it. It's pretty cool. I liked it. It's cool with the fuzz face.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Yeah, cool, man. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Fuck around.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I'm gonna plug into this amp.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got a stylophone.
Yeah.
As long as you can tell me
Kinda
what key.
working, I think.
We're in. Good to go. Oh, I have a patch.
You got a patch? Okay, cool. Some Mo Berg stylophone.
Oh, yeah.
You ever talk to Alex Hendricks, Phil, about pedals or anything? He's a huge pedal nut. Yeah, he actually last night there's a jam.
I'd be happy
here,
to talk to anyone about the pedal.
and he didn't he was using like Nick's power source and didn't realize it was 18 volts and fried his soul food. He plugged it in and then was like, oh fuck. Nothing else got wrecked, but he was like, son of a bitch. Like,
That's actually brutal.
Brutal, man.
but,
Wow.
oh well.
I don't think I could deal with that.
But Morgan, you like a gearhead or? Got a bunch of weird percussion stuff. Or?
A bunch of weird, just like quirky instruments in the
Right.
house, but got the 6-string banjo going. That's fun.
Oh, cool.
A steel drum at my house.
Nice.
Can't play it for shit. Don't know a thing about it. What else?
Got
The ukulele. Got a bunch of weird little hand percussion items.
Yeah, you've got those. What's the African shakers?
African shakers. Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who was like your inspiration? Was there anybody like in your life that got you into playing music, or was it just something you like stumbled on your own?
Anyone in my life?
It's my uncle is just like is a musician, has all this gear.
Oh,
So when I
yeah?
was like 5,
That's
I
tight.
just, like was inspired.
No, like I think my dad played a little guitar. He gave me the lefty guitar he had.
Oh, cool.
And I couldn't do shit with it being a righty, so I
Right.
restrung it and royally fucked it up. Got some songs out of it.
Right on.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think for me it was largely my dad. When I was a kid, my dad played a lot of like Cuban music and stuff.
okay.
He played a lot of like the Gypsy Kings and like,
Okay.
Yep.
stuff like
Gypsy
that.
Kings,
Like a
that's cool.
lot. Yeah.
That's funny.
And,
That's the Wrong Brothers influence.
yeah, it's the
It's just
Gypsy
strictly the
Kings.
Gypsy
Honestly,
Kings.
it wouldn't surprise me if
That's so funny.
hidden
Yeah.
deep down, I was like just hugely influenced by the
But
Gypsy
just
Kings.
have the
That's hilarious.
Gypsy Kings rhythm going on.
What brought you to drums?
Drums.
Yeah.
I think not having to focus on like melody, harmony,
Okay.
anything like that. Going
Smash
straight to
around.
like hit and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a good start. Just like releasing like aggression, just
Right.
releasing that whatever stress in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of the drummers were like the coolest of the pieces too. You know.
Fair
They're,
enough.
like they hold up.
You sit in the back,
Yeah.
but you're the backbone. You're everything.
I'm definitely the quiet brother, obviously.
Right.
So I think it works not having to sing and
Yeah.
scream the entire day.
I don't know. I think you should do more singing, frankly.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yet to
get all
hear my
this out,
voice.
right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I got tones out.
Yeah, now we got tones.
Sweet.
Does the xylophone work?
Oh,
Yeah.
some fresh batteries in there.
Fresh back. Killer.
Good jam.
New Wrong Brothers tune.
All right, good jam.
Good jam. Every good jam starts with a stylophone.
Sounds good when you like crackle it. You know?
Yeah.
Just riff, man. Just riff all day.
Yeah.
Should I?
That's your thing now. Yeah.
I don't know. I
What's the
feel
process for you guys writing songs? Like, do one of you ever bring anything to the band, or like you just kind of start jamming?
Okay.
as that. Yeah, but like not that much.
bring
We
in riffs
mostly
and-
write together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like actually, greatest Wrong Brothers riff of all time. Okay, this is where this is gonna be good because I can just play you the riffs while we talk. Greatest Wrong Brothers riff of all time.
It's
Ready?
gonna get really annoying really quick for everybody.
It's a good. This is foam.
Stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the sickest Wrong Brothers riff ever, and it was written by yours truly,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Morgan Dunbar. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen,
The facts. They're out.
the facts are out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I think that was absolutely like some of that's top notch.
It's a tight riff for sure.
But yeah, no,
a
we
fun
do the most for the most part all of our writing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Do you do lyrics together, or do you go off and do?
No, we do a lot
It's-
of lyrics together.
we
Oh,
get-
really?
we got a lot of
The whole
like
thing.
producer writer dynamic that
Right.
happens where it's like whoever's like in the chair like recording, like it's just whoever isn't is just producing that. So
Right.
like we'll be like writing vocals, half recording vocals, and it'll be like, okay, no, don't, that line's like shit, like chop
Right.
that, we'll like sub this out, and like look like googling like fucking synonyms out,
Right.
like, in the
Yeah,
booth, and
yeah,
like, all right,
that
sweet,
works.
okay, use that
Yeah.
one, we'll chop it. Yeah.
The classic.
It's good, yeah.
That's
No, yeah,
awesome.
we definitely like to. I think we like to produce each other a lot, and I
Mhm.
think we're both like really the kind of people that are open to suggestion.
Right.
like we definitely both, I think, really are accepting of each other's kind of like changes to
Right.
stuff, and I feel like we have kind of created our best stuff when we really work as a team.
Cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Before like this got together, were you just like writing songs on your own, or did you come from a band?
No,
or
yeah, I
something?
had a band in Kitchener. We were called the Ragged Suits.
Okay.
Another Gyro reference. Gyro, great guy. Yeah, and just like blues stuff.
Right.
You know? That was like back like that we played in high school and stuff.
Okay, cool.
It was cool though. It just kind of gave me like we probably played for like whatever 4 or 5 years.
Oh, right on.
And we played a lot of shows in that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were gigging like pretty regularly throughout the entire time. We really got the band together just like in the spur of the moment when we like booked a gig and didn't actually have a band.
Nice.
So like we were just like, oh wow, sure, yeah. And then we did it, and then me and Jaro wanted to keep being a band, and the like drummer and the lead singer were like, nah, not really. So we just went on and we turned it into a band, and it was good. Yeah, we just kind of gigged probably once a month or so,
Awesome.
probably twice a month to 3 times to 4 times a month for the next.
I want to catch like a reunion set.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, man.
Just
that was
to
like
see
where I
Gyro
went to
riff,
garage.
though. That's
Yeah.
We kept. I would never have started singing if it weren't for that band too. That was fun. We had a bunch of singers and they just kept quitting.
Okay.
Like quit over
Yeah.
and over and over again. God damn.
Yeah.
Lead singers are the worst. And yeah, and it was hilarious, and to the point that I was like, all right, well, it's easier to be a 3-piece band than to fucking keep hiring people.
Yeah.
So it was good. Yeah, and then I just kind of got like 3 years of practice after that, because trust me, I was garbage. Really not good.
Just gotta keep going.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, people had to keep reminding me that at the beginning. One day, Phil, one day the notes will just come.
How'd you handle that? Did you like ever like, you just keep practicing?
Oh no, man, I
like...
don't really give a shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
I always was of the opinion when we used to play shows that like these are just fun local shows.
Right.
Like I feel like I'm on stage to entertain people.
Right.
And if they're fucking laughing because I can't fucking sing,
Yeah.
that's the same shit as if they're
Fair enough.
enjoying the music at the end of the day. So I just like I mean I just never felt nervous on stage.
Right.
Like I always felt like I should just be out there just to entertain people.
Right.
And it really kind of allowed me to just practice all my stuff in front of people.
Right.
To the point that now I feel like maybe I can like sing a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I can just be still confident in front of people.
Right.
I'm not really worried about making mistakes, you know.
That's awesome. That's a great quality to have if
Yeah.
you're gonna be like a performing anything for any kind of performer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we perform really similarly too. That's cool.
We're both pretty like leave it all out there. Like,
Yeah.
Just,
For sure.
Yep. You gotta shake it for the audience.
Guess what?
That's at the end of the
Gotta
day.
feel
that's
that neck pain every day.
Gotta feel that neck
Every
pain
single
every
day.
single day.
It's worth it.
I wake up and I hate my neck, and it's worth it for those sometimes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you guys prefer the house scene shows? Oh my God, fuck that up. House scene shows over like bar shows.
Well, house shows are just banging because they're fun. But
These are
I
kind
mean,
of different animals.
bar shows are cool too. I don't know. Shows are shows.
Fair enough.
I think
A
I
gig is a
definitely
gig.
like we have
Yeah.
the
Gig
most
is a
fun at
gig.
house shows for sure.
Yeah.
But then like
house shows just bring like a heat. It's just, like,
yeah,
awesome.
but then you realize when you play a house show too that like you're spending a bunch of that money on like the liquor.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, house shows
you
are
know,
sick
and you're
until like the very end of the night, and they're like, oh, okay, here's like, and you're like,
and you gotta figure out how to get your gear home the next day. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no one was looking after the door.
yeah, exactly.
All right, sick.
Oh, sorry, man.
What?
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah. Or the classic, you show up and they're like, all right, we need each band to run the door while one of the other
Yeah.
bands is playing, and you're
Nice.
responsible for getting the next band to come run it after you. And it's like,
Nice.
okay, guys, sure.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's good though. Sometimes it's like incredible. On
Yeah.
New Year's we played that
Yeah,
house show,
That was a good show.
and it was
on
banging.
New Year's,
It was like
yeah.
super sick. We got to count down the New Year.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Yeah, that
we were
was
just
cool.
on stage when it happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything planned to say. Probably should have thought about it.
Yeah.
Morgan told me to think about it before
I like
the show,
right
just in
before
case.
like probably 5 minutes before we started playing, I like grabbed him. I'm like, okay, dude, like you probably haven't thought about this yet. I know you haven't.
I hadn't.
Like we started like 11:30, so like we're probably gonna be crossing that like 12
that
o'clock.
threshold.
Like, so you better fucking think of
It
something.
was awesome
like,
though. We got to
really
play,
good for.
we got to play I Like Trains, like right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was unreal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always a banger of a tune.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just gotta,
It's the most fun.
Yeah, people seem to like that one.
Yeah, people seem to like everywhere we go. It's like you go to a
Right.
bar, you play I Like Trains. Like
Yeah.
I never thought it was that weird until people started telling me. To be honest, like I mean, like you know, obviously it's a song, but like it's just a song. It's a song about trains. Fun fact: little Fred Eaglesmith promo. That album is, I think it. I forget what it's called, but I think it's train related, and it has like 2 or 3 other like very train related
Oh,
love
really?
songs. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's hilarious.
it's hilarious. Like there's one actually famously promoted by Blackie and the Rodeo Kings.
Oh, okay.
It's called 49 Tons.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just a love song about trains.
Nice.
And then there's another one called Freight Train. And it's also about trains. And then also on that album is I Like Trains.
That's funny.
And yeah, and like I had just like learned to play it years ago because I thought it was like a great tune about
Yeah.
trains and chicks, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then I never played it in the old band. Like we never even really talked about it. And then me and Morgan started jamming. And I was like, "Yo, I bet we could like do this tune funny." And he was like, "Yeah, okay." And yeah, and it's just like lived on. I feel like that's gonna be the only song that we probably played at our first gig that we'll probably play at our last.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's got that
One.
mosh vibe to it, right in the middle, like in the chorus,
Yeah.
right? So
that song bangs. It's just a great tune. Really well
Yeah, it
written.
is. Yeah, it's a good tune. That's fucking funny. Sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got like Nick Wolf to do
Okay.
like harmonica on it.
Oh yeah.
Nick Wolf.
It was sick. Yeah.
Um,
We just like amped it in the room and just like fed it back like crazy.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
just sounded sick. Yeah.
He did a swell
Wild.
job. I will, give a hand out to Nick.
Yeah, that's funny. So you're doing like some producing for an engineering for P Space, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I've been doing a little bit of that. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Really
I'm
enjoying
excited
it.
to hear that stuff. It's gonna be
We
good.
as a team are trying to branch out and do more producing,
yeah, I was gonna say.
more working on stuff. We that's one of the main things I think we want to incorporate into our kind of arsenal of services.
Right.
And yeah, we can do recording. We can do recording services. We can offer production services. Like we'll do pre-prod with you. We
Right.
can do stage show services. But we've got a lot of creative ideas and a lot of experience just with ourselves and with others. So
Right.
yeah, so that's kind of like a big thing that I think we're really looking forward to in the future, getting into more, just straight,
Right.
like production and
Yeah.
and recording of other people's work. Yeah.
You got any projects on the go besides the P Space guys?
I'm just starting to work with Jordan Horban.
Oh, okay,
tiny
cool.
bit.
Yeah.
But no, largely right now we're just looking for projects. We have so much on the go of our own stuff right now
Yeah.
that we haven't
Yeah.
really been
Yeah.
actively seeking clients. But
Right.
hey, Low Wrong
Yeah.
Brothers promo.
If you're out there.
If you're out there and you're already sick.
How many like you're sick like
Yeah.
edits
You're
you,
sick.
like,
Yeah.
chop
That'll
Yeah,
out?
be
you're
the
gonna-
promo.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're sick.
If you're sick, be sick.
Gonna try to put out some cassettes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
On it, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Doing cassettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for shits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean-
be I think one of
Yeah.
the more kind of punk tracks that we
Yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Cool.
Having a lot of fun.
I don't make it sound horrible at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you decide.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
decide.
How you want to listen
have
Do you
to
hate
decide.
it?
You just have to decide. You're gonna listen to it. What quality do you want to listen to it? Is there a name for this EP, the first one?
Well,
There's
Waiting.
a-
we
There's
gotta
a
we
lot.
gotta hold off on that.
Okay,
It'll
fair
be
enough.
it'll be really
It's a big
soon,
decision.
but we'll keep that on the down low.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Another thing we're gonna start getting into, I think, is hopefully we're gonna be if we're working with a lot of other artists, we really want to start looking at like working on an art collective or even possibly a label.
Right.
I think that might be a really good way to go with our collaborators and
For
the way to
sure.
just kind of bring a bunch of people together to really work on some cool projects.
Yeah.
because we're always looking for collaborators. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that is really a key point. We kind of mentioned earlier, but
Yeah.
we really don't feel like we can, or not that we don't feel like we can do it ourselves, but we really enjoy doing it with other people. And
Yeah.
we feel
Mhm.
everything's
The more
made
people
better
that we
with
can, the
collaboration.
more people we
Right.
can have like joining in that stream of like
Right.
just dropping music, the better. I think.
Yeah.
Like,
It's more
'cause,
than
like-
just like a band. You got like
Mhm.
a whole. Yeah.
Because as much as like it's nice to just keep releasing stuff, like we need to tour at some point. We need to like get some
Yeah.
serious
Yeah.
gigs in. So
Yeah.
For,
it'd be nice to have other people like dropping stuff and other things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
For
But,
sure.
Mhm.
That's a really exciting part of the future.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That's cool. Jump on this. If you're sick,
If you're sick.
contact
Mhm.
me. If you got any like advice for new bands, what would you say?
Advice. Fuck, we're a new band. I don't know.
For like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
real,
I was gonna say, like,
real
I don't know.
new, though, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Make sure you're doing it yourself. Like, go
Mhm.
after. If you want to get shows, go after them.
Yeah.
Talk
shit-
to promoters.
Play shit that's really, really original. Like as fucked up and as like different and as you as it can possibly be.
Yeah. And
Don't-
market
don't,
it
like,
to
try
the
to
right people.
play
Like, don't be
something.
trying to play music for people who are looking for another kind of music.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
Don't be be out there to be yourself. And
Right.
Mhm.
people
Not a
who
popular
are with
opinion,
it
but-
or who are with it'll come. Yeah.
How do you guys
Something.
find that then, like for promoting it to like a niche kind of thing?
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, like it definitely doesn't make it easier, but
No.
I think
No.
it keeps it fun for us. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Like it.
There's a mindset then that the like kind of everyone involved in the collective kind of picks up on, you know.
Right.
Kind of
Yeah.
carries out a little nicer. But
Definitely really allows us to just kind of have. I totally lost my train of thought. That was brutal.
classic.
Yeah, classic.
All right,
But
cool. Yeah, awesome. I remember you and I were talking in September, and I was like freaking out about getting shows and stuff because I was all nervous to talk to people. And you're like, "How many shows you played?" And I was like, 2. You're like, "All right, we'll play more, and then it'll be easier."
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just keep
for real.
keep doing it.
And
Yeah.
and really like talk to promoters.
Yeah.
I think that's like the number one thing. If you want to get on a show at a venue, email the promoter. It's
Mhm.
not that hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's easier than it always seems.
Yeah.
like-
yeah, it definitely is easier
just
once you
gotta-
start doing it.
And as soon as you create a relationship with anyone, like a promoter or whatever, it becomes just
Yeah.
easier and easier.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. You guys have any like bands that are kind of like brother bands, so to speak, like guys
all
that you guys-
all the bands are brother bands.
Yeah.
Like bands that we play a lot with.
Yeah, like I don't know, just like guys that you're kind of just really tight with.
Yeah, I don't know. We used to just play a lot with Old East. I live with all the
Yeah.
guys in Lost in Japan.
Right.
I don't know. We just we played a few shows with Bodhi Jar.
Mhm.
We I don't know. We've been not gigging super heavily lately just
Yeah.
because we've spent so much time
Right.
working on the EP. So
It's
Mhm.
coming.
yeah, so soon
Mhm.
we'll be gigging a lot more and then
Yeah.
figure that out. But
Cool.
hoping to jump on some dates soon with Sierra Pilot.
Okay.
Sierra Pilot promo. They have an XMIA guy in them too, Spencer
Okay.
Heaslip. Cool band, rock and roll, big production, very cool.
Right on.
Yeah, and so look out for them too.
Cool.
And then probably at the same time gonna be hitting some stuff with my boys in Excuses,
Okay.
who are an Oshawa band. I think they're in Oshawa right now. They used to be from Kitchener.
Okay.
I used to know their old band, and they're just really cool guys working on some cool punk rock tunes.
Sweet.
So
Mhm.
yeah, that's really that's exciting.
Cool. All right. I guess like my last question is usually just if you have any like music that you want people to check out or me to check out. Like what have you been really listening to lately that you want other people to hear?
King Giz.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I've been
Yeah.
getting into King
King
Giz
Giz.
lately.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you
That's
haven't
a-
listened
that's
to a
a-
lot of King Giz,
Did they inspire the like releasing multiple EPs this year for you guys, or is that something you're already?
we
kind of
definitely have
thinking
like we've talked about
I'd say
like
so.
wow, that's a cool business model.
Right.
And
I think just the like tenacity of like constant
Yeah.
shit. It's just like, yep, that's impressive. I want to do
Yeah.
that.
and yeah, we were already doing the singles before they started doing the like we're gonna release
Mhm.
5 albums this year
Right.
thing. But like when they did that, it was like we just kind of related it and thought
Yeah.
like, wow, actually, okay, so this business model works. Like,
Yeah.
heavy release schedule is like a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They did cool as fuck shit
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yeah.
they went off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, well, fuck. That's all I got. You guys got anything else to say? We can keep going or whatever.
Said lots. I don't know.
Lots, yeah, no,
Said
for real.
lots. Cool, guys. All right, well, thanks for coming on.
Goodbye, world.
Thank you.
Check out the Wrong Brothers.
Sick. Beautiful.